What's going on, basketball fans? Harris Rubenstein here for NBA Weekly. The 2018 NBA Draft is under 2 weeks away, so there are plenty of rumors to sort through. So without further ado, let's get right into those draft rumors. All right, let's get into those top draft rumors. Our first one of the day are the Clippers trading up in the draft. We're only giving this one 2 crying Jordans for now. There are some legitimate rumors behind this, but whether or not it's possible remains to be seen. Now, the real question is, who are the Clippers targeting when they try to trade up for that top 5 pick? They are supposedly targeting Luka Doncic and have made several calls to teams about trading up into the top 5 or even the top 10 if he drops out. They could reportedly package picks number 12 and 13 to trade up back or trade up farther into the first round, but it remains to be seen exactly what the Clippers' plan is. They do have a lot of interest in Michael Porter Jr. as well, so whether or not they trade for Doncic still remains to be seen. They still could be targeting someone else. All right, let's get to our next rumor. Is Collin Sexton coming to the Cleveland Cavaliers? Well, this is an interesting one because not necessarily the need is there for the Cavs, but do you know what is there? They interviewed him a day after losing the finals. We're giving this one 2 crying Jordans because it's just so stunning that the Cavs' first workout since they get swept is with Collin Sexton, and now you have the owner of the Cavs in Dan Gilbert saying, quote, Sexton is a very interesting prospect. I think that this would actually be a fantastic fit. They would probably look to move George Hill. They would bring in maybe the most passionate prospect in this year's class onto the team. I think this would be a great move for the Cavs. He will be on the board at number 8 when the Cavs end up picking. So keep an eye out for Collin Sexton to the to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think this has a much higher chance of happening than a lot of people think. All right, before we move on, let me show you guys what exactly these crying Jordans mean. 0 crying Jordans, it's a Mutombo finger wag. 1 crying Jordan, it's a small shred of truth, about a 25% chance on this one. 2 crying Jordans, people are talking about a 50-50% chance on this bad boy. 3 crying Jordans, it's pretty likely, about a 75% chance. And 4 crying Jordans, bang, this is fact. All right, let's get to rumor number 3. Is Michael Porter Jr.'s camp picking teams to give his medical information to? 4 crying Jordans on this one. This one coming from Basketball Insider, saying that Michael Porter Jr. is only going to give specific teams his medical details to. So we're talking everything going on with his back as well as other injuries he faced in college. Now, when it comes to Michael Porter Jr., these medical details are everything for him. Now, few around the NBA doubt his talent, but what's really going to make him rise or fall in the draft is what exactly is going on with his health. That back injury is so important to his basketball future. We'll know what his medical info is in the next coming days when they do send it out to those teams, but as of right now, it is unknown what teams Michael Porter Jr. is going to send that medical info to. All right, let's get to our next rumor. Is Mo Bamba going number 1 overall? People, don't call me crazy, but at the same time, we're only going to give this one crying Jordan head. It's unlikely at this time. Now, why am I even giving this some sort of credit? Well, we had Suns GM Ryan McDonough say some pretty interesting things about Mo Bamba, saying, quote, Bamba is one of the smartest guys in the draft in the past 15 to 20 years. He was complimenting his uniqueness as an NBA player, saying that during his workout, his shooting stood out, as did his rebounding ability and his defensive versatility around the rim. He also said that Bamba is ahead of Rudy Gobert when he was 20 years old. So this is some pretty high praise coming from the Suns GM. Now, I've also talked multiple times about Mo Bamba in this year's draft and where I think he's going to end up going. Personally, I think we're going to see a lot of Mo Bamba maybe going top 5 to the Dallas Mavericks. I also have had him going top 3 as well. But Mo Bamba going number 1 overall is definitely not out of the realm of possibility. I'm not going to say it's likely at this point, but possible, Absolutely. All right, let's get to rumor number 5. Do the Suns want a second top 10 pick? They definitely do. The real question is, are they going to be able to get it? So we're going to give this one 2 crying Jordans for now. People are talking. So the Suns have had a dinner and a workout with Trae Young and are looking to make a deal. Now they have the 16th overall pick in the 2018 NBA draft that they got from the Miami Heat. So if they wanted to make a deal back into the lottery, they could certainly make that happen with certain future picks as well as that number 16 pick. I personally think if they take, maybe they take Ayton and trade back up for Trae Young, maybe they take Doncic and trade back up for someone like a Robert Williams, or maybe another big man falls. We'll see. Or they could take a wing and go with one of the Bridges, or maybe a Michael Porter Jr. if he somehow falls. But the Suns are interested in the top 10 pick, but I still question whether or not they are going to be able to get one. All right, let's get to our final rumor here. Is Michael Porter Jr. killing workouts so far with various NBA teams? 3 crying Jordans on this one. This is coming from Mike Fisher of DallasBasketball.com, saying that, quote, Porter's workout in Chicago was extremely impressive, and that multiple teams think that if he's healthy, he is a top 3 prospect in this year's draft. Now, this is something that I've also talked about, that if Michael Porter Jr. is actually healthy, there's nothing stopping him from going top 3. The way that he can score from the wing, his defensive versatility, and his overall upside is way too high to just pass up for some big man who can't really score or defend or can only do one or the other. So Michael Porter Jr. is killing workouts. Expect him to be in the running for a top 5 pick if he's actually performing up to par. But before we go, I want to know from you guys, who should go number 1 overall in the 2018 NBA draft? Should it be Luka Doncic? Should it be Michael Porter Jr.? Or should it be DeAndre Ayton? I want to know from you guys. A lot of different opinions out there, but I want to hear yours. Let me know in the comments section of this YouTube video. That's going to do for me today. Remember to subscribe to Chat Sports here on YouTube, or go check out NBA Finals HQ for everything surrounding the NBA draft. I'm talking mock drafts, big boards, positional player reviews, everything that you could ever want surrounding the 2018 NBA draft. We got it for you. So again, subscribe here on YouTube for all of that fresh draft content. You can also follow me on Twitter at SportsDean for all your NBA draft news and updates. But for now, we'll see ya.